Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
Offense gets set for second down. They feed him again. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line gets set, first down. Running to the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start. You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time. A lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, and now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown.
Need a better play call next time, coach.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Handoff from the gun. Oh, what a move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Right back to the well. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Get set.
They'll throw it on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. Right on target this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. Ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't big.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. And the Beavers in the hurry up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job of getting their hands in the air.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense hitting fully.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The offense starts with a short field. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
The Beavers are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense set on first down. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He's back to throw on second down. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the... Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now. So
the freshman able to get home with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On second down, he'll fire. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping. They're third and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go past, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
you ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15.
29 Philly. 2-3.
Looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
All kinds of running room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They'll try the right side. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. And their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Flush down to the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Keep it on the ground. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Obliterates him, still on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And the first down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll run play action. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical?
Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yards.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touch. Here comes the offense on first down. The running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Godet. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. The give to the left side. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but it was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get out.
Touchdown, Oregon! And first down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using the quick game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a 1st down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
They're setting up the screen. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Ducks! And the offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Makes his connection.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
That pass is incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Back to the air one more time. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Steps away to find some room. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got room at the 35. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They scored. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Dances away to buy time. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got his man on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the... The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this...
And he's running in the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
17-yard line. And first down.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Oregon! On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. After this, it'll be a wrap. Going up top on 1st down. Intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got...
By Oregon.
4.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another